The Worker Protection Act is a new piece of legislation that came into effect in October 2024 that means that employers have to take proactive and preventative steps to make sure that their workers are safe in their workplace and are protected from sexual harassment.
When we talk about sexual harassment, we're talking about power. That's what it's about. And it's about putting and keeping people in their place. The fact that the WPA now has put a duty onto employers and to workplaces to make sure that they are putting into place preventative policies and actions is going to be the game changer.
The Workers' Protection Act legislation is a step in the right direction, but preventative measures that the trade union movement must be at the forefront of is equally as important, because we mustn't walk on the other side of the road and ignore what's in front of our eyes. The evidence is overwhelming, whether it's sexual harassment of young girls and women in the workplace, or whether it's racism. We cannot turn a blind eye to that. And if trade unions don't speak up, then I ask, who is going to speak up for those individuals?
I am part of the Preventative Cultures training team, and I have undertaken comprehensive training by the TUC along with other colleagues to provide support and advice to affiliate unions on how they can introduce preventative work to ensure that the cultures within the workplace and also within the union are free from sexual harassment. I've been fortunate to deliver some training to a number of affiliate unions within the TUC, and what I have seen personally is a kind of awareness, an awakening if you like, with some of the trade union officials and activists that I've spoken to. They perhaps were not aware of the impact of sexual harassment on some workers.
We need to be making sure that the workplace is safe for all of us, because this law doesn't just apply to a small group of people, it applies to everyone. The work that I've been doing for TUC is in relation to the experiences of Black women, and one of the most important things that came out of our work is about what sexual harassment looks like for Black women in the workforce. Black women have been subjected to adultification and to misogynoir almost from a very small age. As Black girls and grown into Black womanhood, we are both hypersexualized and desexualized at exactly the same time.
Trade unions and stakeholders that we work with fought really hard for the Worker Protection Act because we know that sexual harassment is endemic across society and in workplaces.
It's a massive responsibility for everyone. It's not just up to women to champion women in the workplace. It's also for people like me, as a man being a general secretary of a trade union, to speak up as well.
It impacts your mind, your body and your soul. It makes you start to question yourself. It questions, what did I do to get that attention? Why does this always happen to me? But what we're actually seeing now that we're talking about it is that this is systemic. This is not just one person. This is across our whole community.
And that is why we push for the Worker Protection Act, because it's not just about making sure that people are supported if they come forward. It's also about being proactive and actually thinking, how do I protect people and stop sexual harassment happening in the first place? And that's about culture change. And that's fundamentally what the Worker Protection Act is about. It is about trying to shift the culture.
My hope is that the training will not only educate trade unions and affiliates, but also empower more women to understand and know their rights, can challenge it in the workplace, and also be involved within their union to ensure that other workers are protected and are educated and informed.
So this work is crucial in all the trade unions and in all the workplaces, but also so that the community can start healing some of these historical incidences, because they live with us for pretty much our whole working life. And if we're not talking about it, then how else are we able to leave that behind?